guys. Oh my God.
Hello, welcome back. My name's Hope.
My name is Julie. It's been so long.
It's
I
been two
always
weeks. Well,
I get
two
shy.
weeks of 2 weeks of not releasing an episode. Has it been more
Yeah.
than 2 weeks since we recorded?
Yeah. Because we didn't record last week or the week after that. So I guess it's just been 2 weeks.
Okay, it just feels like a lifetime.
It does. I forgot that, I know that we're Bucky Boos, but you forget that you have to put episodes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, guys, okay. Well, I got sick, everyone. So that's why we weren't able to record
The
literally the
one,
day
yeah.
before. And then the second
Yeah.
one,
It was
you know.
Christmas, so
And
who's
Hope
gonna?
had just had gotten her booster, so that she was sick.
Yeah.
So it was just like one after
Bitch,
the
that
other.
the
But
booster
I
was
will.
no joke. It felt like
I
COVID
know
light, like
that's crazy because my boss. So yeah,
okay, well, anyway, guys, welcome back to Bucky Booze. Sorry we were gone for 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed our medical opinions. um, let's do a booze or lose. I
please.
have a Pinot Grigio that was gifted to me by a customer, and the brand is Chris, Kris.
Like Kris Jenner.
Yeah, just like Christian. I wonder if it's hers.
I'm drinking another Bota Mini, and I even got another brand because I didn't know if y'all were gonna be mad that I did another Bota Mini, but it's a different kind of wine. Last time I had a Pinot Grigio. This time I'm having a Cabernet. So let me pour some in my glass. ASMR. Okay. I can't smell still, so I don't know what that smells like.
This is warm because it's been, well, now it has been 45 minutes since I got it out of the fridge. So it's warm and I don't like that. This is kind of like a soury. Like it's really sour.
This is a good
Mhm.
Cabernet. Like it's fine. It's just like super harsh, and I'm not. What are those wine people called? Sommelier,
A
samurai,
sommelier or
sommelier.
Somalia. Okay, I don't
Yeah,
know.
some that sounds right. Anyways, I'm not one of those, so I can't really tell you like the afterbirth of it. But it's just kind of harsh. It's still pretty good though. You know what sucks is with a lot of things, like especially hand sanitizer, since I can't really smell anymore, I just get like the fumes because I try to smell it and it just like hurts. Like, I
You
don't know.
still can't smell?
Mm-mm.
Wow, that's brain damage. Did you know that?
Well, you know what? That's very clear. The whole
Yeah.
samurai Salome girl. Anyway,
You
but
were
I
like that
was
before.
I know, but it's worse now,
Um,
believe it or not.
mine is kind of sour and it burns when you drink it and it doesn't taste good. I went in for a second sip just in case, but it's not very good. I
Okay.
think it's a lose.
I'm gonna say mine's a booze just because it comes up to like $4.50 and it's 3 glasses of wine and it's not bad. So booze. Um, I was gonna say something important. Oh, not something important, but something really funny before we jump in. Then we'll get
Is
into the
it?
what are you into, I guess. Yeah, but it's so funny. So Nick tweeted, I mean, scratch that. So Feeling Lucky tweeted because they were like, because okay, so basically Nick and I were talking about Casamigos tequila, and he's like, "Oh, isn't that George Clooney's tequila?" And I was like, "George Clooney, wasn't he a president?" And then he was like, "No, he's an actor." And it was just like a really funny moment. And he said, "Yeah, so
Yeah.
y'all go follow Bucky Booze." So
Guess you had to be there.
yeah, I guess you have to be there. Maybe Nick should be here so we can do an episode. I don't know if we're ready to
Maybe. I
announce.
think
I'm ready to
so.
announce. Okay, guys, by the
Yeah.
way, so we're gonna have a special we're gonna have a special guest next week. It's gonna be Nick Luckman. Um, I guess, and I
It's
don't
our
know.
most frequented guest.
I know, but this time it's gonna be in person, guys. So that's gonna be very
Yeah.
exciting. It's gonna
We
be a
should get
meet and greet.
negative COVID tests this time. Make sure
I
no
know, but
thing
no
no
thing.
one
But I
has
can test
COVID.
positive for up to 6 months. I read online.
Okay, well, I guess you don't count them. But I've never, fingers crossed, knock on wood, I have not got COVID
Yeah,
so
I hope you
far.
never get it.
I got my booster and it damn near felt like it, but I'm going back to getting tested being
Yeah.
careful. But what are you into?
Um, well, I didn't get to tell you guys, but I got a dog. Her name is Millie. She is half Aussie Doodle, half Mountain Cur. And she's starting to grow. Her hair is starting to grow, so it's kind of
Is she
long and
gonna
like
be long?
I think so. I think she's gonna be kind of shaggy. She's looking a lot more Aussie than I thought she was going to, which is amazing because I love Aussie. So I'm
Yeah,
very excited.
they're so cute.
And I watched Love Actually for the first time in my 22 years
Yes.
on this earth. And this is my final review. I've
Okay.
been told many times that I need to watch it, that I would like it. But you know how I am, guys. I know what I like and I stick to it. Well, Hope and I went to go watch it together, and I can honestly say, and I've probably said it like 3 times today, I think that's one of my favorite movies of all time now.
It is my favorite
So
Christmas movie. It's
it's
so
so
good.
good. It's so
It's
funny.
amazing. Everything
I'm
about it is so good. And it holds up. You know how old that movie is? Like it
right,
holds up.
2003.
Really?
Yeah, I did my research.
Oh my God. I was like,
We're not doing this again. You were 7 because I was 5.
yeah, I had just
No,
turned
I was
7.
4. I was 4. My mom said I was 4.
That's right. That is right. I was 6 most of the year and I had just turned 7. 2003 was a big year for us.
It really was.
December 2003 specifically. We got Dasha
Yeah.
and Love Actually. So it's a twofer. Um
Oh.
yeah, I'm also into Love Actually. I love that fucking movie. I called my mom afterwards because, the drive home from the theater was a very long 4 minutes, and I
Oh,
just
yeah.
couldn't be in silence for that entire time. So I called my mom and talked about the movie on the way home after. It
Yeah.
was great.
I called Nick when I left to tell him about how great the movie was, and I also had a long 40-minute drive, so I couldn't be in silence for that long. You know what I
Oh my
mean?
gosh.
And
Yeah, imagine
sometimes
keeping your mouth shut for that
I
long.
can't. Like, sometimes music doesn't hit because you can't reply, you know?
Yeah.
Or share
Yeah,
your
and
own
sometimes you
thought.
don't feel like sometimes you don't feel like listening to the music that you can sing along to.
Right.
But the music that you can't sing along to, you don't feel like listening to because you want to be making noise.
Yeah. So
You
it
need
was
to
a
be
really cool.
engaged.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it storming where you are? It's like super bad over here.
It already hit us.
Oh,
It hits
damn.
you after it hits me.
It hit me on the way home, bitch. I didn't wear my glasses to work today because I was stupid. And then it was like pouring, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I took a shower. It's like thundering, and I was like, what if the power goes out when I'm in the shower? That'd be scary. Um, but whatever. Well, cool.
Oh
So we
well.
did that. I was thinking that maybe we could talk about like our favorite New Year's traditions. I mean, it's about to be New Year's when we release. It'll be New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Yeah, well, I think we talked about this
A little bit,
already,
yeah.
but we talked about this last episode. It was the black eyed peas, greens, and pork to have good luck at the New Year's. Um, but I saw something else. I saw like some girl on TikTok. I don't remember what her tradition was actually, so I'm not gonna say it. But I
Mm.
saw someone else say that in their culture they eat like a certain food at New Year's, but I can't remember what it was. So
Dang. I don't remember if I told the grape story where I eat the 12
yeah,
grapes. Yeah, so
yeah, you did.
I'm going to I always do that anyway. Like I haven't had a New Year's with my family in a couple years cuz I usually go see them at Christmas and then I do my own thing on New Year's, but I always do the grape thing. So this year I'm probably going to do the grape thing. My tradition for the last 3 or 2 New Years have been hanging out with my Lena, which I'm going to have to do this time again, which I'm excited for, but my family has COVID now. So we kind of
Yeah,
traded shifts. Um, but yes,
yeah.
I
That
think
just sucks because like you distanced so nobody would get COVID and they got it anyway.
right, like the next week, and then the week after that I work, and then the week after that I'll go. So I can't wait for Christmas. It just hasn't hit yet for me. Um,
Yeah.
but I was talking to Nick before we started recording, and he was like, "You guys should talk about how New Year's is the worst holiday." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Because I think it's the
Expand on that,
best holiday.
Nick.
Yeah, and he's like, "No, like that's not a good holiday." So I wanted to talk about, what do you think? You think it's a good holiday?
I think New Year's is a good holiday. I think the worst holiday is obviously
Thanksgiving.
well, obviously it'd be like Columbus Day or
Right,
something like
right.
that. But like the I'd say the worst largely celebrated one that everybody makes a big deal out of would be fucking Easter. That's so
Oh
boring.
yeah. That is so
Like
boring.
out of the big, because in my mind the big holidays are Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Easter, and Halloween. Those
Yeah.
are like those are like the big ones.
Mhm.
The other ones are just like small
Like out of school
whatever. Like
days.
no one's like, gonna go have a big celebration with my family on this, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No one
on
has
St.
like a
Patty's Day.
fucking yeah, no one has like a Columbus Day party, and if you do, you're fucking weird.
Yeah.
Same with Labor Day, all of those. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think the worst holiday would have to be Easter out of those.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think that New Year's Eve is such a good holiday because, first of all, it's so fun. The whole holiday is just centered around literally just like partying and having like a really good time. I also think that it's super cool because we also have a lot of sales on things because it's right after Christmas. It's kind of like almost Black Friday vibes, but it's spread out into a bunch of days. And then there's also like everybody doing the wishful thinking thing, like, oh, maybe things will get better. And like, obviously they don't,
Yeah.
but we think that. So it's kind of nice for a second to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Next year, it's just an easy thing to say. So I
It's
like
like a
that.
fun reset, you know?
Yeah. It's
And
like,
I love it too because I get to use my new planner. I get to
yes, that's my
like
favorite part.
start fresh.
Uh
And
huh.
yeah, that's overall an amazing holiday. Like, not only is New Year's Eve amazing, but New Year's Day is fun because now it's fresh, it's new, it's a new year.
Yes. And like the
So,
anticipation, the countdown, that countdown for midnight. I think that's so fun. It's like we're all, like together just celebrating that. So I think that's
yes,
really
and like the
fun.
camaraderie when you're out at a show,
Yes.
or you know what I mean? Everybody's like especially in the music scene that I'm a part of, everybody there's already like such a camaraderie. Everybody feels that like
Mhm.
vibe, I guess, or whatever. But whenever it's something like New Year's and we're all counting down to something together, it's like 10 times better than
Yeah.
usual, which is
Yeah.
saying something. So, it's really fun.
Yeah, I think that's really fun. I really love New Year's Eve. And this is kind of random and it has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I was just thinking about how Caucasian James and I had COVID at the same time. I love him so much. But then I was thinking, like, if you could hang out with one social media crowd, who would it be? And now this is why I was thinking that, because obviously, yes, the Caucasian James thing, but I feel like I might be a little bit too intimidated to hang out with the people of Twitter because the people of Twitter are funny, whereas you and I are like we just kind of think things and we tweet them and we shouldn't and we don't need to and nobody even interacts with them. But then there's the TikTok people because I feel like the TikTok people
The
they
TikTok
think
people,
like
they get
us.
it. They think like us
Yeah,
because no, for
TikTok
real.
comments.
I tweeted the other day. I tweeted about like things should be, hold on. Let me see. Hold on, cuz I
Yeah,
think I tweeted the same thing that I made a TikTok about. Okay. I made a tweet saying that gum should be crunchy, and I
I saw
got
the
like
TikTok.
maybe 1 or 2 likes. The TikTok got 102 likes. I like talk about all my stupid little thoughts on Twitter. No one says anything. On TikTok, I get like way more likes on
Yeah.
everything.
Do you
On
think
just
it's
like my dumb thoughts.
because on Twitter it's kind of like easy to see like who posted something, who like replied to it. So like your stupidity is kind of there and available and on multiple people's profiles. Whereas on TikTok, you have to be on your specific account. It's very random that a random person is gonna find it in the comments. So I feel like you could be
I
more
don't know.
yourself there.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel way more myself on TikTok. Twitter, I've been recently more myself just because I have a private account. I change my username so often that certain people will never be able to find me. I only
Mm-hmm.
have like a small group of people that I let follow me on Twitter. Um but my TikTok girl, if
You're
anybody,
free.
if it resonates with you, go for it. I'm like 100% free. I share all my stupid little thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I'm
I
all
know what
over
you mean.
TikTok.
And something actually that really made me upset is that the other day I started tweeting and I was gonna tweet nobody should be able to drive me, as in like nobody can take me places. And then I realized when I went back to go look at it later that I didn't put it in my drafts. So a lot of tweets I just type out and then I get rid of them and I don't even save them. So my drafts are like not very funny and they're also like super old because I haven't saved any of my recent thoughts. I've been using my notes app a lot. That's how sacred some of these things are. But yeah, I think that we need to kind of maybe build a separate platform for free thinkers where it's not about
Yeah.
likes, you know?
Yeah.
And you can't like on things. I mean, you can't like things. You can only comment on them. So it's a place to relate and to be together in a family. Let's
Yeah.
think about that,
That's kind of like Reddit, but without Reddit has like upvotes and downvotes.
I
But
guess.
mostly Reddit, you just post on there and like read stuff. Whenever I have a question, I like type in Reddit afterwards in Google because people have asked the exact same question that I've asked. You know,
Mhm.
it's like so specific for some reason. I don't know why, but I really like it. Another thing that I wanted to bring up while we're on the subject of TikTok, and I told you, I said how I think gum should be crunchy like a cracker. I got like censored by TikTok for putting cracker in my comments.
Oh yeah.
I literally wrote cracker and TikTok censored it.
When you say cracker, do you mean like a Ritz or like a thin, like a wheat thin?
No girl, I'm saying cracker as in like the good thins, gluten-free kind that are crunchy to the last bite. They don't crumble and
They
break
don't get
down,
soft
like they don't get soggy. They're like
like the
crunchy,
square
hard,
gum.
delicious. Yes, it's like
It
corn
lasts the whole
corn
time.
crackers. Yes, every
Yeah.
single
I would
bite
love
is like
that.
a crunchy, delicious chew.
But you
I
want it
would
to
love
last as
that in
long as like
gum.
because it doesn't last
Yes.
long. You want it to last the entire
Yes.
time till you spit it out.
And I ate an entire box of gluten-free crackers and made myself feel sick
Mhm.
because I wanted that feeling in my mouth so much.
Here we go.
I
Another
shouldn't be
episode where
making
we talk
myself
about
feel
eating
sick.
plastic. No, I know,
I
but we want
know,
to eat
but
plastic so
like
bad.
that I think is the closest. The Good Thins, like gluten-free corn crackers, is the closest I have ever come to chewing like one of those super thin, like champagne flutes or wine glasses that are
Yeah,
like
like this. I
this
want to
thin.
bite this so bad.
That's just like I want
Yeah.
it. That
Mhm.
is like the closest I've come.
Mhm.
And it's delicious and I love it. And I think that I should be able to eat as much of it as I want without having to
Yeah.
swallow it and feel sick afterwards.
Yeah, that takes me back because, like, sometimes
Mhm.
there's some things that really tempt you, like
Yeah.
jewels. So the jewel pods, they were kind of flexible. Like you could bend it, so I would like bite it just a little bit, enough to feel like I got a taste of biting it, but you can't bite it too much because you don't want to eat the baby.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
putting it against my lips was so teasy. It was so tempting.
Mhm.
Like I know I could just crush you right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
It's a real like the urge to chew. The
and,
urge to
and
just gnaw and bite.
no, I can't be mad at my 10-year-old, I mean 10-week-old dog because I want to do the same thing. I'm
I
just
know, you
jealous.
can't
I'm
even
just
be mad at her.
jealous.
Mm,
There are some
damn.
things where I'm like, how do you desire a texture like that? Like cord or something. But when Benji hit the drywall, I was like, good for you. Because I've
The
been thinking about
drywall,
it. Yes.
now that is a different type of like drywall to me would be like a nice crumble crunch, kind of like biting into like I don't even know, like what are those
Like a
like freeze
macaroon.
dried, yes,
Yeah.
or like freeze dried food, like
Yeah.
free,
Like,
have you ever had
yeah.
those astronaut ice cream sandwiches?
No, but I know what you're talking about and I know the texture. I know exactly what you're talking about. That.
Or like
Yes.
the little marshmallows in Swiss Miss before they get wet.
Yes. Yes. Or
Yes,
you know
that
what
is
another thing would be good? Okay, and
yeah.
okay. So like wood.
Oh my gosh, the crumbly kind or
No,
like
no, just like regular wood, like a piece of like plywood or something. Because and let me run it back. Like Benji sometimes will eat the coffee table, and I know the flavor. I know it tastes like an oaky Sumatra, like a dark
yeah,
roast. That's why I say this all the time. That's why I love Sumatra, because it tastes to me like
like
wood
wood.
would taste. And then I love the when when my Americano tastes like cardboard, because it's the same effect.
Really? Wow, that's interesting because
Yeah.
I don't see wood as tasting like that. I see it as tasting more like cedary
Well, maybe I think that because it doesn't taste as strong as Sumatra tastes to
or
me,
pine.
that like one is cardboard, one is wood. One is the weakened
Okay.
version of the other.
Now, I don't biting into wood doesn't appeal to me. Actually, the thought, even like wood spoons that you cook with, like the thought of putting that into my mouth is like making my teeth feel weird and like
I'm
I
thinking
just
about my
want to
desk
I'm
right
getting
now.
grossed out. But the thought of like wood, like a branch of wood that like splinters and crumbles and goes everywhere, I for some reason would like that. I would like to try
Like a
that.
feta cheese crumble almost?
Yes, but like
That's
hard.
interesting.
Instead of like soft, it'd be like crunchy. But it crumbles apart like feta, but it's crunchy. Like a wheat thin.
A wheat thin does not crumble like feta.
Wheat thins, the ones with like the layers and layers. It's
That's
like
Triscuit.
oh, Triscuit. Sorry, not a wheat thin.
Triscuits.
Like a
I love a
Triscuit.
Triscuit. I love a Triscuit. Even with
Yeah,
Triscuits, though, I feel like I could get a
that's
splinter in
the
my
thing.
mouth.
But with Triscuits, if they would make like a really thick Triscuit, kind of like that cereal, but like Triscuit flavor, like a
Yeah.
round big Triscuit to just like crumble all over my mouth. I would like that.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know. It's been a half hour since we're recording, and I'm pretty sure over half of it has been us like sensation, like horny for sensations in our mouth. Like, you know what would feel good? That sounds yummy. So we should maybe move
Drywall.
on.
Yeah.
Yum. Yeah. It was like way too long for me to tweet, but I had this like memory popped
Memory.
into my mind. I had a remembrance.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I had a memory pop into my mind. I don't even remember who I was talking to, but I'm pretty sure I was talking to some girl. And we were talking about like piercings or whatever. And like she had a septum ring. And I was like, oh yeah, I loved, like, I always wanted one when I was in high school. But then like everyone got one. And, or I didn't even say it like that. But I was like, yeah, now everyone has one. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everybody's got one. And that wasn't like a bad thing in my mind when I said it. I was just like, yeah, now everyone has one, which I thought was honestly maybe a good thing because it's like more normal and like people aren't gonna call you a cow for having a septum piercing. And she, I guess, took it as me saying, but now everyone has one and like it's not unique to have one, as if that like fucking matters.
Right. Sounds
No
like my
one is
dad
unique.
talking about
Yeah,
tattoos. That's what he tells me.
literally no one is unique. So she like got all offended at it and she was like, well, I still think it's cute and blah blah blah, as if like I was insulting her by saying that everyone has one now. Like that's not an insult, girl. I
Right.
feel like we reiterate this so many times on the show that it's not bad to be like other people. But yeah, that memory just popped into my mind the other day and I was like, that was weird. Like that's so weird that
That
she
is
reacted
super
that way
weird.
to me.
That reminds me of that girl that we like to make fun of from TikTok. I mean from Twitter. Hold on.
Mhm.
Let me see. It's hard to find you because you always change your user. Oh, so guys, so I know we talk about this girl all the time and like I know whatever. She's just so
Certified
funny.
haters.
But she tweeted and I sent it to Hope and she said, I got my personality from Vine TBH. Which, first of all, no offense to anyone that's a little bit older, but like she's like 26, okay? And like, no offense to anyone that's 26, but it's just like, I got my personality from Vine. Like, no, you didn't. Like, how?
No.
Which one? Was there one? Which one was it?
Yeah.
Like, why do you tweet such stupid shit like that? I got my Vine TBH, and then she said, and my trauma.
And her trauma. What fucking Vines were you? You know, Vine is like fucking nothing compared to TikTok. Girls on
Nothing.
TikTok will be out here talking about how, like, in explicit detail about their fucking eating disorders and all sorts of terrible trauma. It doesn't come up on my feed, but I've seen videos before. But it's
Yeah.
like, girl, everybody on Vine was twerking and posting like random. Most of the videos on Vine were not very good. They were just like random shit. It's got a new perfume. Not perfume, a new body spray to go in my car because I threw out that old stinky one.
You should talk
And it
about, we
smells
should slander
so
Chanel
good.
#5 right
Yeah,
now.
okay. First of all,
Let's talk about it.
I never smelled Chanel #5 in my entire life, okay? I go to Walgreens and I see a little perfume for $7. And it's actual perfume. It's not body spray. It's like perfume, strong scented. And it says inspired by Chanel #5. And I was like, oh, well, everyone always talks about that. It must be good. I've heard about it, you know? So I bought it and I spray it and it literally smells like old fucking lady. It's so stinky. It smells like old lady. It's gross and just like I don't even know how to describe it. It doesn't even smell good. It smells like a hospital almost. Like, you know the clean doctor smell? It smells like that and like old lady.
But you also like Calvin Klein Obsession, and I know you do because I have it, and so does, I think, somebody in your family used to have it, or you used to have it.
I do
And
like that smell.
that, I think it took me a long time to start liking that one. And I'm like 3 bottles in now. But I didn't at first because I thought it smelled old lady.
Well, there's a difference between that old lady and this old lady. This old lady is like florally doctor's office scent. You know, like old
Mm-hmm.
lady flower. I don't know how to describe like
It is a different
powder.
old.
It's
It
it's
is a
like
different old.
powder. And it just stunk. And I was like, ew. So ooh.
Right, right. I get it.
And so I was just like really disappointed and grossed out. And then I saw this tweet like not long ago that was like, I think none of you have actually smelled Chanel #5 because it stinks. And I was like, okay, then it's not just like a bad, I thought it was a bad Walgreens. I thought it was Walgreens' fault. But apparently Chanel #5 genuinely does smell like assholes. So what the hell? Like, why does
See,
everybody keep buying it?
I saw this
Also, wasn't
TikTok.
Chanel a literal fucking Nazi? So why are we even like bothering with anything Chanel? Who cares? She
I
was a Nazi and
saw
she has bad taste because of it.
Okay, yes. I saw a TikTok that said, I'm Chanel #5. Oh no, it says y'all don't like Chanel #5 because you're so used to Bath and Body Works spray. And everybody like commented on this girl's TikTok. And this girl, it was super embarrassing. But she was just like, she made like TikTok after TikTok after TikTok, like
Oh
trying
my
to defend
god. Like
herself, talking
replying
of
to all the
yes. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. And it's like another one and another one and another one and another one. It's like you clearly do. And it's
Yeah,
all
you
right.
give a fuck because you keep replying. You've replied to like
Yeah, and then
40.
like in her bio, she was like not a Bath and Body Works girly or something like that. Like you care so much, it's
That's
your whole
not a
personality now.
flex.
Like it really isn't. Bath and Body Works, first of all, is amazing, bitch. Like
It's
even
so good.
everything, their lotions, their
Oh
wallflowers,
my
their car
god.
scents, their 3-wick candles that go on
I
sale, their
consume
semi-annual sale.
every single product
Yeah.
that Bath and Body Works sells, I consume. I use their car scents. I use their
Yep.
wallflowers. I have
Yep.
the candles. I have
Yep.
the hand soap. I have the
Yep.
lotion. I
Yep.
have the room sprays. Like you
Yep.
fucking name it.
The
Hand
body
sanitizer, bitch. That's the
sprays.
only kind I
The
use.
pillow sprays. Yes. Fuck them. We love Bath and Body Works
Everything.
around here.
Everything
Sponsor
smells
us.
so good. So fresh. And it's fucking affordable, bitch. They have those sales, the semi-annual sales.
Mm-hmm. One 3-wick candle for $10.95. Is that a joke?
Are you
Of course.
fucking
Let me
kidding
eat
me? They're
it. I will eat it with a
each.
spoon.
Yes. Okay. So you're a stinky ass fucking nasty dirty little bitch if you like Chanel #5 over my $10 Bath and Body Works.
Stinky ass, nasty
Everything.
ass, dirty little
Even
bitch.
yes, even the fucking Japanese flower
Blossom
scent, the
tree.
Japanese cherry
Japanese blossom.
blossom.
Yeah.
That shit, even sweet pea, even
It
those
snaps.
old ones.
Yes.
They smell so much better than the fucking nasty ass, dirty ass, disgusting little bitch Chanel #5.
Oh, I'm
That's
done.
gross.
It's
So
gross. Yeah, fuck you. bitch.
But anyway, I got some new body spray from Walgreens. It was like $5. It's called Thank You Next. I think it's from Ariana Grande. Honestly, it
That's
smells
gotta
so
be.
good. It smells like laundry and a little bit of cotton candy, but like there's a muskiness to it, like a
Mm.
like a I don't know how
Like,
to describe
like,
it. Like
yeah.
it's just good. It smells so good. I just a little bit on me in the morning, and then on
I
my
love that.
lunch break, I just refresh it. So good.
Okay, last call.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Hallelujah. I feel like we need to I didn't talk about my small forehead this episode. I'll talk about it on another one. Okay.
It's so
Well,
funny. You have a small forehead, and I have a giant forehead.
it's because we are together forever, so we have to,
Expose my forehead.
mine's exposed.
My
Okay.
pie head.
I chose this last call because it's funny, first of all, and because I hopefully, if all goes well, might be having a little
What are you
trip at
doing?
the end of January. I was spinning my vape around.
That was like really
Um,
loud.
sorry guys. But yeah, so it says being a little stupid is so stressful when the airport is involved. And that's one of my biggest fears, but I'm gonna conquer it. I'm just such an idiot. We'll see.
Airports are not that bad. It's
I
like
just
really they have
I
they
think
have
I
big
get
old
too
signs
stressed.
everywhere.
I think
You'll
I'm
be
like,
fine.
I just don't trust. I see something and I'm like, all right, this is the way to go. But then I'm like, what if it's a trick? But anyway, yeah.
Okay. My last call is a tweet from Femboy Zizek.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I
It's okay.
pronounced it right. CDC this, CDC that. How about you CD's nuts? And I really
Ooh,
liked that because it's
I
so
do like
true.
that.
Everybody's talking about the CDC and all this bullshit and how like they literally lowered the quarantine days because the Delta CEO asked them to because they were losing money and they did it.
I heard that the shortened quarantine days were only for asymptomatic healthcare workers.
No, I don't know. It just said like you only have to quarantine for 5 days if you're asymptomatic.
Mm. Well,
That's
I'm
just
glad
what
I
I
got my
saw.
10
But
days out of
also,
work.
why would healthcare workers be any different from any other worker? They're
I don't
literally
know.
not. So, either way, it's weird and it's annoying and like
It's so annoying.
way to further like strengthen the distrust that this entire country already has in the CDC.
Right. They're giving up on us,
Like
and it's okay.
we're never going to get out of this pandemic. So, yeah, sorry. That's kind of a downer, but
That is a
it
downer,
was
but it's the
supposed to be a
truth.
funny one because CD's nuts and it was a D's nuts joke and I really liked that. So sorry
And it
guys.
still was funny. I think we just kind of have a way of turning things around and making them really sad. And that's
We
kind of
do.
our,
It's a gift.
let's see if maybe we can brighten this back up.
Okay. I mean, we can make sad things funny
And we can make funny
too.
things sad.
Yeah, it's kind of a superpower and maybe we should get paid for it.
Also, who is listening on Pandora? Like if you're one of
Yeah,
those people,
Pandora, what the hell?
can you DM us? Because first of all, guys, our last episode has been doing crazy numbers. Like I think it's even has more downloads than our very first episode, which y'all have had a year and a half to listen to. This one's like over 300 downloads, and they're all almost all a lot of them from Pandora, which like who are you? Like
Yeah, I
introduce
don't
yourself
fucking
at
know who's.
least.
Yeah. So if you're a Pandora listener, we love you. Hi.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for joining us.
All right. So let's
All right.
do our little housekeeping. Follow us on Instagram at Bucky Boo's Podcast, Twitter at Bucky Boo's Bod.
Oh,
Bucky Boo's
oh.
Bod. That's our new thing. It's like in collaboration with Bucky Boobs. Bucky Boo's
Mm,
Bod is for the
the
dad bods,
the Bucky Blues
which
bod
I know Julie
collection.
will appreciate.
I will
And
appreciate
then the
that.
Bucky boobs are for me, obviously. I love titties.
Yes.
So go ahead, put that on there. Follow us on Twitter and tag us at Bucky Boos Pod and TikTok at Bucky Boos.
And oh, yes. We haven't been able to say this since it happened because we haven't been recording, but Spotify, you can rate the podcast now. So literally, and
Yes.
I've had one of my friends checked it out and they weren't able to rate it. And I don't know if that's just, I don't know if it was just theirs or whatever, but go to our show on Spotify and see if you can rate us. Rate us 5 stars. We won't get to see the review until we have enough people that have rated us. So if you've already rated us on Apple Podcasts and you're tired of hearing us talk about it because nobody else does it, take your ass over to Spotify and do that, please. And then of course rate us on Google Maps.
And Pandora listeners, if y'all can rate us, give us
Or
a big old
thumbs up
thumbs
us
up
or
or
something. Yeah.
whatever y'all do over there, because we really appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. I love you guys. I love you, Hope.
I love you. Bye.
Bye. We're out. How do I
Oopsies.
stop recording?